What's up again, Vol Nation? This is Frank, House of Orange TV. I was recording a video just a few minutes ago, actually, and uploading it on Tennessee's offense. It is uploaded now, but in the midst, or actually right before I uploaded it, all of a sudden I was promoting on Twitter and I see Josh Heupel, GBO with the orange. So obviously go look. Joel Wyatt, elite in-state athlete, has committed to Tennessee. This is a big one for them as well. This is one that thought Tennessee was going to land him back at the first of the month, and then he put it off. And based on everything I've read on that, I think there might have been some, wondering where he was going to play. Tennessee was initially, from what I'd seen, recruiting him to play either end or linebacker. Wyatt wanted to play defensive back, and I think Tennessee, after Craig Tutton went to Ole Miss, I think Tennessee might have shifted on that. So they'll give him his first shot coming in. Make sure you hit that like, that share, and that subscribe. Again, I thank you guys. I stated this in my other video. Highest viewed video in the channel's history this weekend. I really appreciate that. Appreciate the support along the way. Obviously, you get good and bad when you get that many, but for the most part, good on it. But let's go with this. Wyatt, 6'4", 196 is what he is listed at on Rivals on 3. He's a consensus 4-star as well. And based on the Rivals, I guess you would say the composite, they call it the Rivals industry, he ranks as Tennessee's second highest rated commit behind Faison Brandon. This is shaping up to be a really good class for Tennessee. Now, a lot of it's going to be, how do they finish down the stretch? I mean, that's going to be the key right now. You've had some guys already get some bumps in other publications. Well, I mean, your 3 that they look at with the Rivals industry, Rivals on 3 is now 1. But then you got 24/7, and then you got the ESPN rankings as well. Wyatt is a consensus 4-star. He's ranked 69th overall in Rivals. He's ranked 47th overall on 24/7, and he's ranked 66th overall by ESPN. Again, he is listed as an athlete. Based on what I've seen, he does project as a safety, or that's where he's going to go on it. Some of what they said here, this is the scout on it. This comes from Matt Ray, VolQuest.com, posted this. Charles Power, who is On 3's director of scouting and rankings, he said that the jumbo athlete looked at home in the secondary, made several splash plays throughout the day. This was at a Rivals 5-star camp setting where they had seen him. Said he had strong coverage and one-on-one, showing the long speed to stick with the receivers on vertical routes. Said he made a pair of outstanding plays during 7-on-7 on both sides of the ball. He does play both ways in high school. And said he later caught a high-point touchdown during the championship game. After seeing him on both sides, we feel he's a more natural fit on defense. So Wyatt he's the number 3 athlete for this class overall. In terms of in-state, let's see. I do want to look at that because the in-state rankings for Tennessee, he's going to rank – I apologize on that. He ranks 2nd. Jared Curtis, who's quarterback committed to Georgia's 1. Joel Wyatt's 2. Tennessee's doing pretty good in state. I wouldn't say they're just getting anybody and everybody they want. They went after Faison Brandon, not Jared Curtis. I think they recruited Curtis, but from my understanding, they shifted and went all in on Faison Brandon, who you got to like Faison Brandon coming in. He's out recruiting these guys to try to get them in the fold. And I like that out of the quarterback. Tennessee's got the number 4 ranked guy, Tyreek King, wide receiver out of Knoxville. Number 5, Gabriel Osenda. Now, again, I've talked about Gabriel Osenda's recruitment. His ratings are all over the place. He's a 4-star, a 5-star, a 3-star in it. A very wide range on it. Now, Tennessee did miss on a couple recently. Kamari Blair committed to South Carolina. Craig Tutt to Ole Miss. So, those are cases of, do they come back? Are those over with? What are we looking at in that regard. But this was a big one. Again, I think there might have been a little doubt cast once Wyatt postponed his commitment. But from everything I've been reading on that, Steve Wilfong had put out an article talking about guys Tennessee's after. And he said, I love my prediction of Wyatt to Tennessee. And it was led to believe it come down to Tennessee and Vanderbilt. In the end, Tennessee wins out. It seems the family was in. And, one thing you see in these articles where Tennessee gets these prospects is how much they recruit the family as well, how they recruit the family. And I think that says a lot about Josh Heupel and the staff. And, yes, sometimes they miss on guys. All right? Sometimes they do miss on guys. But, it's it goes a long way. It wins out for them a lot. And, now what's left for Tennessee? That's the big one. And there are at least 4 big ones on the board that Tennessee has a good shot at. I'm not saying they get them. And then there will be more from that. If Tennessee can get 4 guys that I'm getting ready to mention, will they get them all 4? I don't know. It would be wild if they did. Getting Wyatt was a good one. But obviously here's where we're looking at in terms of who's left. And I will probably mess this one up, and Salisi Moy on that. He's an athlete out of Utah. It's down to Tennessee and Utah for him. He's ranked as the number 2 overall athlete and 46th overall. He would be a big one for Tennessee. And based on everything I've read, Tennessee is right in the thick of this one. His commitment, if I'm not mistaken, is coming up this week. I have to look a little more on that one. Savion Hyder comes up on August 19th. This one's led to believe it's Tennessee, Michigan for him. Seen different things on that one. Tennessee has a chance, a good chance in that one. Michigan does too. But I don't know. I read the tea leaves sometimes from the guys who cover the recruiting, like an Austin Price or Matt Ray or Brent Hubbs on it. And they've not, don't get me wrong, they've not said Tennessee's definitely getting him. But they said they like where Tennessee's at. Doesn't mean they get him, but they are right in the thick of it. Obviously, Tristan Keys, wide receiver out of Mississippi, committed to LSU. And it just seems, everything I've seen is that it's kind of a matter of when, not if he decommits. But LSU's working hard to keep him. Texas A&M is in the thick of that one too. But I don't know. The analysts seem to be going on that Tennessee's got a good shot to flip Tristan Keys. Will they? It remains to be seen on that one. And then Will Fong put out an article yesterday. The number 1 interior offensive lineman, according to Rivals, Darius Gray, is scheduled to announce next month. The predictions are in for LSU. It also said that South Carolina is in that one too. But the thing that Will Fong said is Tennessee is coming on strong in this one. And Gray said that Tennessee's recruiting him the hardest of anyone right now. There will be others that they're in on, but those 4 right now seem to be the main ones. And if you could just land 2 to 3 of them, that's big time. But this staff's doing well. All right, this class is coming along well. Like I said, there's some guys who will get bumps in ratings as the season goes along. I know Zayden Anderson out of Greenville. He's already gotten a bump to a 4-star on 24/7. So this is a nice class that is shaping up. They're doing a really good job with it. The big question is, can they finish? Those big 4. And then, they're looking at guys. You're trying to get guys flipped, a couple defensive ends. Tristan Givens is one. Harris, that's committed to Auburn, is one. You got to think there's a possibility they can flip one on it. There'll be more names come up too. I mean, it's just like last year at the end, we get to December, and Isaiah Campbell decommitted from Clemson. Big pickup for Tennessee, should be a contributor right out of the gate this year. Will there be another guy like that late in the cycle for it? Now, you always got to, with that said too, you got to keep an eye on your own. I'm not aware of any Tennessee commits taking visits as of right now, but just assures that it'll happen. It'll happen. It's just a matter of locking down who you've got already. But big pickup for Tennessee today, and this class continues rolling on. On 3 has them right now. I just had it up here. In the team rankings, they have them 14th right now. They've got them listed with 1 5-star, 11 4s, and 10 3s. Now, again, you get Hyder and these guys in the fold, that's going to catapult that ranking way up. That you get some of those guys in the fold, you'll push for a top 5 class, which would be big for Tennessee and big for next year. But once again, we'll be live tonight, 8 o'clock. We're going to talk football. Obviously, fall camp starts Wednesday. We'll probably have some answers in regard to Boo Carter as well. Joel, have a great rest of your day. This was Frank, House of Orange, and I'll see you when I see you.